It's early morning in Awar village, here in northern India. It's a bucolic scene that hasn't changed in generations, and for generations it has hidden India's greatest challenge. In the midst of what appears like lush farmland, villagers here are amongst the most malnourished in the world. In the 1950s and 60s, when my father and his family lived here, they, like other Indians, depended heavily on international food aid. India couldn't produce enough to feed its own people. This is my father's house, or at least what's left of it. I've come back to the same village he was born in 60 years ago to ask a very simple question. Now that India is richer, are Indians eating better? To help answer that question, I tracked down Ghanshyam, a laborer who had lived close to my father's family. For the 2 weeks that I stayed in the village, I ate with Ghanshyam and his wife every day. The meals were always the same: watery lentil soup and Indian bread called roti.
खाना तो सब चाहिए बाबूजी, लेकिन जब सब कुछ मिले तब ना, जब खाना तो मांस मछली फल फलूट सब कुछ खाने को चाहिए, लेकिन जब हो तो खाने को.
These meals are nowhere near what a man like Ghanshyam needs. He often labors on farms and construction sites all day. This meager diet leaves him weak, and he often falls sick.
खाने पीने का मतलब अच्छे ढंग से नहीं हो पाता है, इसलिए फरुआ कुदार हम लोग करके आते हैं, तो अपन जो कुछ होता है अपना खाते हैं, इसलिए हमारा लोगों का शरीर जो है वो कालापन हो जाता है धूप में, और सेहत भी नहीं बन पाती है.
Since 1983, for reasons most economists do not fully understand, the number of calories consumed by Indian villagers have slumped. So have proteins. Some economists blame national food shortages, but villagers here blame it on inflation. After all, food prices have risen 70% in the past 5 years, while Ghanshyam's wages haven't kept pace.
15 रुपया किलो आलू है, 16 रुपया किलो आलू है, तो अगर 100 रुपया कमावे हैं तो वही में दाली लेहन, चौरो लेहन, सागो भाजी लेहन, तो कहाँ बच पाई है? कहाँ बचे? कुछ नहीं बचे. हाँ, ऐसे महंगाई, गरीब लोग ऐसे जानते मरता है.
This wasn't the answer I was expecting when I returned to my father's village. I'd hoped that as India had grown richer, the deprivation of my father's childhood would have become history. Instead, while widespread hunger is no longer an Indian reality, the daily malnourishment of families like Ghanshyam's is. For Bloomberg News, I'm Mehul Srivastav.